I'm going to share with you my top 7 Christmas cards that are simple and quick to make with children. My first Christmas card is called the Woolly Christmas Tree. To make this, you need some thick card. I just used old packaging to make a Christmas tree template. You need some green card or any other colour card you wish to use for your base. You need some shiny paper or card to make the star. And you need some green card or paper to make the tree. Once you've made the tree, you need to decorate it with buttons, or you might want to use sequins. If you go to the local supermarkets or discount shops, you can find packs of buttons that are specially for craft, and they've got nice flat backs, so they're really easy to glue on. You need some glue, you need some green wool or string, you need some scissors and a pencil. So the first thing we're going to make is the Christmas tree. So I'm going to draw around my template. And then I'm going to cut around it very carefully. Once I've done that, I have my lovely Christmas tree. I'm going to get my green card and I'm going to fold it very carefully by matching it corner to corner. I'm going to stick my green Christmas tree onto my template because that's nice and thick and it will give it a kind of 3D appearance. So once I've glued the thick cardboard, I'm going to press on my Christmas tree. Just going to knit the ends. So it looks like this. Then I'm going to cut myself a piece of wool. You can use string if you want. Not quite a nice long piece. So I sort of made it nice and long. And I'm going to start weaving it through the Christmas tree. And that's why it's quite good to have it stuck on nice thick card. Just like this. This is really good for developing fine motor skills as well. And then you need to make sure you leave a little bit so you can just either glue it or tie a knot in the end. That one's just... So the back of it looks a little bit like this. Once I've done that, I'm going to stick the Christmas tree on my green card. Be sure to press it down so it has a chance to stick. Make sure you leave some space for the pot for the tree to go in. I'm going to use some gold card for my pot, and you might want to use some gold card to make a star as well. So cut the pot shape. So my pot shape looks like this, and then stick it on. Again, make sure you press it down. I'm going to draw a star and cut it out. The easiest way to draw a star is to draw on the back of the card, and I'm going to draw 2 triangles. There's my first triangle. I'm going to draw another triangle going the other way. So it looks like that. Then I'm going to cut it out. And now it's time to decorate the tree. I'm going to use some buttons. And there we have the woolly Christmas tree. Next I'm going to show you how to make the ball Christmas card. So you need some card, you need some thick card, probably packaging. You need something to make a nice round circle. You need some white paper, scissors, pencil, glue and some different coloured paints and a fine paintbrush. So first of all I'm going to use my tin lid to make a circle on my thick piece of card. Okay. I'm then going to cut round it. I'm going to do the same but this time on white paper. And I'm going to glue the white paper onto the card. And I'm going to glue this onto my coloured card. By gluing the white paper onto the thick card, it just makes the bauble look a little bit 3D. I'm then going to stick it onto my card, but I'm making sure I leave some space so I can draw a bow on top of the bauble. I'm going to do that next. Okay, so it looks like this. You may want to use a felt tip pen or some metallic silver and gold pens, but I'm going to use paint to go over the bow outline. If you use paint, you'll need a very fine brush. So I've just gone over my bow in red paint. Next I'm going to use cotton wool buds. I don't think I mentioned that in my original list, but I'm going to use cotton wool buds to dot paint onto my bauble. And there we have the bauble Christmas card. My next Christmas card is called the strip Christmas tree card. To make this you need lots of different lengths of card. You may want to cut them or tear them. You need a piece of A4 card folded into half. I'm going to use some gold card to make my star. You need some sequins to decorate the tree and some brown felt or paper to make the trunk. For today's card, I'm just going to use a thick piece of card from a box. So the first thing I need to do is to get my strips and to get my card and to arrange them in order from shortest to longest to make that Christmas tree shape. So you can see I started with my shortest strip and I'm gradually using my longer ones. You might need to do a little bit of measuring by putting them side by side. I decided to use green strips, but you can use any colour you want. So once you've glued all your strips, it should look like this. Then I'm going to get my brown piece of paper or card and make my trunk. So it looks like that. And I'm going to get my sequins and stick them on. Again, if you go to a discount shop or supermarket, you'll find big packs of sequins at a really cheap price. I put all my sequins on, I just now need to do my star. And again, I'm going to do this by drawing 2 triangles. 1, and then an upside down 1, 2. So I'm going to cut around it. And there's my strip Christmas tree card. My fourth card is the leaf Christmas tree. So to do this, you need to go out into your garden and to pick a fairly big size leaf. I got mine from a hydrangea plant, but any big tree leaf will be fine. We need some white paper, some card and some shiny paper. You need some glue, scissors, some crayons because we're going to make a leaf rubbing. So I'd suggest you have some different shades of green and maybe a brown. And you need some sequins to decorate the tree afterwards. My first job is to turn the leaf upside down and to put it on the table, to place the white paper on top and to press and to do a leaf rubbing. So I'm going to use dark green to start with. It doesn't matter if you go out over the edge because we're going to cut round it later on. So I've done dark green, now I'm going to do light green. And you'll see the veins from the leaf up here. And I'm going to take the brown to do the stem of the leaf, just to create a trunk for my tree. So it looks like this. Now I'm going to cut round it, so it looks like this. I'm going to glue it on my card, but leaving space to do a pot and a star. I mounted this one on some black paper just to give it an outline. But on today's I'm just going to stick it straight onto the card. It depends which look you like. Now I'm going to cut out a pot. I'm going to glue that on, like that. And then I'm going to do my star. I'm going to stick my star on the top. So it looks like that. And I'm going to get my sequins and I'm going to decorate my tree. If you don't have sequins, you could use just a felt tip pen or paint. And there we have my leaf Christmas tree card. So my next card is made from felt, and I have chosen to make a snowman, but you can choose which other character you want. So you need a piece of A4 card folded in half. Again, try to match the corners. Okay. You need some different coloured pieces of felt. I've used white for the body, green for the scarf, orange for the nose, and black for the hat. You need some white paper to make the snow, and you need some buttons to stick on the snowman when you come to decorate it. And you also need some glue to put it all together. The first thing I'm going to do is to draw around my tin lid and make 2 circles using the white felt. Before I glue these on, I'm going to put my snow at the bottom. I'm just going to cut a wiggly line like this. And I'm going to stick it at the bottom of the card, so it looks like this. Then I'm going to stick my head and my body to make the snowman. There's the body done. And there's the head. Next we need to cut a hat. So I'm going to use black felt to do that, but you can use any colour you want. I think it might look quite nice to put some black glitter on it, but I don't have any, so there's my hat. So I'm going to cut some felt for my scarf. Like that. So it looks like that. Then I'm just going to cut a little bit to hang down. It looks a bit like that. Next we need to do the eyes and the buttons and the mouth. So I'm going to find some buttons and I'm going to stick those on, and I'm going to also cut a nose from my orange. I'm going to pretend it's a carrot. And when it's finished, it looks like this. My next Christmas card is again a Christmas tree. To make this you need some white A4 card, you fold it in half. You need some green card. I've used some glittery green card, which is quite nice, but you only need an A5 size. That's when it's A4 has been folded in half, okay? If you have it any bigger than this, it will not fit on the card. You need some sequins to decorate the tree. You need either brown paint or a piece of thick card to make the trunk. So, first of all, I'm going to get my green card and I'm going to fold it in half long ways. And I'm going to get a ruler. I forgot to mention rulers, you need a ruler. I'm going to get a ruler and a pencil. I'm going to draw a diagonal line from this corner to this corner. So it looks like that. Then I'm going to cut it on the line. And the piece I need is this piece here, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut little triangles in each side. Okay, so there's my first one. Can you see how I haven't gone right to the edge? Then I'm going to turn it, I'm going to do it this side. Can you see? Again, I haven't gone right to the edge. Then the other side. Then the other side. Do you see what I'm doing? And then the other side. Making sure not to go right to the edge. And then the other side. Okay, and then I can open it out. And I have my tree shape. Next, I'm going to glue this onto the card. You'll need to leave some space for the trunk so your tree will pop out over the top. Now I'm going to stick my tree onto the card. And I'm going to get my brown piece of card or some brown paint and make the trunk. So it looks like this. Then I'm going to decorate my tree with sequins. Like this. Then I've got some lovely little snowflake sequins in my pack. I'm just going to stick those on around the tree. So it looks like this. I was also lucky to find a Merry Christmas in amongst the pack as well. So I'm going to stick that on. And there's my finished Christmas card. My last Christmas card has quite an unusual finish. And it's called Wax Crayon Batik. I'm not going to make the card, but I'm just going to demonstrate how you would use wax crayons to make a batik type finish. So to do this, you need some paper, a pencil, a black wax crayon, and some other wax crayons, and some very watery black paint. There needs to be lots of water added with it, and I also recommend having a tissue close by. So here I drew Santa. I'm just going to draw some holly, I think. I then need to go over this with a black crayon. I'm going to use crayons to colour it in. It works really well with bright colours. You also need to colour in the background. So that's all the colouring done. And then you have to screw it up. Okay, like this. Scrunch it up to a little ball. Okay, and then you unscrew it and you press it down, and then you get your black watered down paint and you paint over it. Oops, like this. You may want to blot the extra paint with your tissue, just like this. Okay. And there you have your wax crayon batik. Then you can just stick this onto a card. Well, I hope I've given you lots of ideas to make some very quick and simple Christmas cards with your children. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now. Bye.